Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we had escaped from the dungeons of Isengard, and we had made our way here to the Rohan encampment of King Theodred, just to the south of Tal Mathadris, the town of the Traitors. In fact, we were working on Book 4, Chapter 29, which is City of Traitors. We'll take a quick look at the bestowal quest here. I sent some of my men into Tal Mathadris to establish a camp, Gnarlo. We should go to join them. Pass into Tal Mathadris and follow the road as it approaches the lake. From this camp, we can scout the area and make a plan for rescuing the rangers. Some of your people should already be at this camp, such as the fire in their hearts. Let all who wish to join them do so. So we are headed in there to fight against the Falcon clan and to avenge, well, to rescue the Rangers, number one, rescue the Rangers and the sons of Elrond, but also to avenge those that they have killed. So we are going to go do that now. We are going to go mount up, and we will meet y'all as we approach the gates. We are right down here. We'll meet y'all as we approach the gates here, where the Forge Master, the Relic Master, and the Milestone are. So we'll see you again in just a few. We are climbing the hill, about to pass through the gates here into the valley. We'll see. Now we're beginning to understand why we always knew there was something going on here with the portal. The fact that you didn't just ride into the valley, you actually portal and zone into it, so something changes on the other side. So now we shall see what. As we come in and see the encampment of the forward encampment of the Rohirrim here, and find out just what we are planning to do. Sounds like we first got to find the encampment, and then it sounds as if we've got a little bit of scouting to do, which they've chosen the right character. If so, they've definitely chosen the right ally to sneak around quietly and do a bit of, you found Theodred's forward encampment, and do a little bit of spying for the group to see what's going on in the actual town here. Alright, we got Radinir over here. We have Seren from the Falcon clan, Hogawise, and Theodred. Let's go ahead and talk to Theodred once more and see what he has to say about the situation.
From this forward encampment, we will mount our attack on the city of Traitors.
But not yet. We must first take action to scout the area and learn the extent of the Falcon clan's defenses. Speak with our allies at this encampment and help them with their aims. It will all be of use when we make our attack. So we got 7 preparations necessary to mount the attack on Tur Morva. Okay, let's talk to Radinir first. He looks like he is healing some injuries, so he must have been injured in the fleeing from the camp. When the Rangers fled the town after the betrayal of the Falcons.
Go to Tur Morva and find where Bragiar fell. He deserves better.
Fallen Ranger. The guards were careless, and Bragiar and I took advantage of their lapse to escape. We planned to run to the Prince of Rohan's camp in the Gravenwood, but Radinir winces and clutches his leg. They cut us off from the straight path out of the village, and we had to take the long way. At every turning it seemed that there were more and more of the Falcon clan. Bragiar fought bravely, but there were simply too many foemen. He fell in the center of the village, and I ran. I twisted my leg jumping from a rock as their arrows rained around me, but somehow I made it to safety. We cannot live Bragiar to them, Gnarlo. Theodred has agreed to help carry his body back here. Go to Tur Morva and find where Bragiar fell. He deserves better than to be left in that town of jackals. Find Brigier's body, and Theodred will carry it back to the encampment. Alright, so we've got a fallen ranger to find. Let us speak to Hogawise.
Scout for the scouts, and help them if they are in need.
Never reported back. 2 of my kinsmen went to scout the lake's edge, and they have not yet returned. Diamond planned to scout the shore of the lake to the northwest, and Heristan followed the shore to the north. They are stout men and have seen service in war. Heristan has ridden to battle with Theodred's father, the king. I am sure they are fine, but still they should have returned by now. Scout for the scouts, Gnarlo, and help them if they are in need. So we need to find Diamond and find Heristan. That we can do. And one more quest down here of Seren, Falcon clan.
I have not been a falcon from the very moment Lubrenin sold us to the wizard.
Provisions for war. My people have stored many provisions for war, Gnarlo. Ha! Listen to me. My people. They are no longer my people. I have not been a falcon from the very moment Lubrenin sold us to the wizard. Your friends helped the Helbeg Luth store many provisions. Take away these goods, and they will be less prepared to fight on behalf of Saruman. Go into the village and steal back some of these provisions. So we need to go and collect 8 of the provisions within Tur Morva. And what has Theodred got? You've got yet another one. Talons of the Falcon.
The warriors of the Falcon clan that have fortified the village are deadlier than most.
Their leather armor is strong and tough, their weapons are coated in some poison, and they have learned fighting skills from the rangers. Yeah, we've done kind of like reminds you of the U.S. and Afghanistan. We armed them to the teeth with a bunch of weapons to fight against the Soviets, and then they turned them against us, enemy of our enemy and all that. These are not some rabble with which we have grown accustomed. Go to the village and face their warriors. The talons of the Falcon must be dulled or broken before we can hope to rescue your friends from the prison cave. So we needed to defeat Falcon clan warriors in Talmouth Address, 12 of them. Alright, so let us head on in here, see what we are going to find. I think we will mount up for the moment. Let's see, I think perhaps finding the missing scouts might be the easiest. One of them, Diamond and Heristan, said one is to the north and the other one is to the northwest. Well, both of them are this way then. This is the northwest. Let's see who we shall find this way. And see if we really need to circle around back the other direction. I'm thinking there should be something showing up on our map here shortly. After all, it is to the point where they don't make you go too far or do too much for quests anymore. There's a corpse there. That might be who we're looking. Good God Almighty! This is where you shout, "Train to zone!" Lord Almighty. Vengeful toads, enraged Avanx. Were they vengeful and enraged before? I don't remember them being that. Have we stirred them up? I guess maybe whenever we were hunting them. Maybe that's what's got them stirred up. Alright, here is Diamond. He looks like he may be injured. Or else he's going to say, "It's a trap!" Diamond. Never reported back.
My leg has been savaged by a trap of some sort.
It is good. Good to see you, friend. My leg has been savaged by a trap of some sort. I was able to break the trap with a heavy stone, but I cannot yet walk on my leg. Alright, and
Take
we've
this
got
heavy
trap
stone
breaking.
and use it to break some of these traps.
Sure, let's go ahead and do that. There are certain to be more traps like this one on the side of the lake, Gnarlo. I have seen strange creatures in this land. Creatures with powerful jaws full of sharp teeth. I do not know what they are called. Excuse me. I have not seen such creatures in Rohan. The Falcon clan has taken the jaws of these creatures to make traps. Yeah, there we go again. All of this is just as we just kind of stare off toward the lake and give a guilty little whistle, you know. To make traps, and have hidden them in the undergrowth. Take this heavy stone and use it to break some of these traps. You will need to get close to the traps, but try not to get too close or you will set them off. Okay, so yeah, I guess we usually don't do a bunch of these side quests and stuff, but you know, I mean, it is a case where we were the ones who, you know, collected the parts for the traps and helped them make the traps and then came out here and helped them set the traps, so I guess we ought to go and break a few of them. Whoa. Yeah, that looks like that could savage. Looks like that could savage your leg pretty well. Alright, folks, I guess we'll have to fight you. Take out the Toad and the Avant. Wouldn't want to have to fight too many of these pales, would you? Remember, this is me fighting after I've gotten my weapon and all armed back up to the teeth and got the things back on it. Wow. Like I said, we were doing much better after we actually got around to improving our... Finally got around to improving our legendary weapons and upgraded them and everything. Whoa. And two of these creatures out here still savaged us pretty well. I'm thinking if I hadn't have done that, we might have not fared the best here in this outcome. We might have had a defeat in order. Alright, we gotta have one more of the broken snapjaw traps. Those are some nasty looking things. Well done, well done. Guess at the time, Turbine. That's a ugly looking trap you've created there. Look at that sucker. Alright. Return the heavy stone to Dearmond. And then it's going to be hunt around and see if we can find the other guy. Wondering if he's on the other side of the lake.
Such traps are the province of lesser men.
You have destroyed the traps. Good. I would not want any of my kinsmen to suffer the same injuries I've done. It was very painful, and not just physically. I am ashamed to have stumbled into such a trap. Such traps are the province of lesser men. A man of Rohan would not resort to such measures. Thank you for your help, Gnarlo. I believe that I will soon be able to walk on my injured leg. Alright, let's see which one we're going to do. Heavy armor. Light armor, Dolven Helm. Is it better than Halberd's? 285 versus 267. 51 agility, 51 vitality. 126 maximum morale. That's not quite as good, but critical rating and finesse rating. Wow, yeah. We're going to take that one. We'll decide a little bit later whether or not we need to change over to it in a bit. Okay. Now, that reminds me, some of the, hearing his rather racist, you know, those are the province of lesser men. Like, yeah, alright, you sound kind of like the, you know, the stories of the warriors in the past that yeah, both, I think, the samurai plus the knights in the old were all looked upon, the bow was looked upon as a lesser weapon because it wasn't allowed to, you know, however apocryphal the story may be after all the centuries, it wasn't a good manly fight face to face, you know. Okay, so this guy went to the north, the other went to the northwest. Well, I mean, northwest, that's that way, so what are we going to do? Alright, let's keep looking this way for him. since the bow and all was considered a peasant's weapon, since you stood off from ways, it wasn't an honorable weapon. It's like, you know, over time we've discovered that anything that lets you win the fight is the thing to do. How little honor there is in war. Because after all, it's all about killing more of the other side's guys and get killed of your guys, you know? That's all that there is to it. I'm wondering if they actually meant northeast, you know? Because this is about... And it says one went to the north and one went to the northwest. Is he talking about up this way? Have they gotten their names wrong? And unfortunately, we don't have the friendly villager in the boat. Another corpse. Lots of corpses on this side of the lake. Let's take a look here. Wow, that actually looks... Is that a Rohirrim or something? That's somebody that shouldn't possibly have been eaten up like that. Grasses hide it a little too well, but somebody didn't fare too well in either getting caught in the traps or by getting caught by the toads and the abanks there. Alright, looks like we will circle around in the other direction. Perhaps this is the really Dearmund here, must be the guy who went to the northwest, so maybe the other guy went to the north, because that seems to be the actual directions. North would be the other side of the camp, perhaps? Let's see what this corpse has on it. Okay, a metalsmith's decorated scroll case. Ooh, I haven't seen anything from my metalsmith in quite a while. That would be a nice present for Glennoran. Okay, so let's circle on around. We will try that side of the lake, see what we can find over there. And when we do come across Heristan, we will get back in touch with you and let you know what we find. We have come across them, and when you pull up this, it actually does say that Heristan's to the north and Dearmund is to the northwest. Is that what the history says as well? Shore to the northwest? Yeah, they did. I somehow misread them there. Don't know how, but this is one place where I have to say that no, it wasn't the game's fault this time. It was me getting the directions wrong. Okay, Heristan. Never reported back.
I suffered a cut from a poisoned blade during the fighting.
I am glad to see you, friend. I was scouting the edges of the village, near an orchard, when I was beset by 3 Dunlendings. I proved they're better, but I think one of them had a poisoned blade. I suffered a cut during the fighting, and now I am very weak. I managed to make it away from the site of the battle, but my strength is gone, and I can go no further. Okay, so we need to find...
I do not feel well. So weak.
You think back to your time in Tur Morva and remember Iwan of the Falcon clan experimenting with poisons. You remember, too, the words of Mealona, who spoke of collecting certain roots throughout Talmathadris and grinding them up to form a digestive powder. The roots can be found at the base of certain trees around the lake in Talmathadris. You tell Heristan that you may be able to help him. Alright, so now we've got to find these digestive roots. Let's see how many of these we can find. We've got to find 6, apparently. Let's see if there are any back this way before we head on around the river. Lake. Yep, there's one. This way when we circle back around. And I think after that, I don't know if I'll be able to collect these from horseback. You know, there's so many things like the... Nope, I was going to say you can collect the crafting materials from horseback now. You can mine and pick up branches and all the other stuff, but apparently you still can't quite get the quest items yet. Lord, we're almost back to camp. I'm glad we did come this way instead of the other. Okay, one more over here. Grind up the digestive roots at the grinding stone north of Haristan. Does this mean we're actually going to have to approach the village, or is there a grinding stone out here in the wilderness somewhere? Let's find Haristan right to the north of him. North of Haristan. I'm wondering, yeah, is it up yonder in the encampments, perhaps? Falcon Clan Warrior. Was it up here? This is the area we were dealing with all the poisons and everything. Yep, there's the grinding stone. I think we were actually making pigment here, remember? We were making the mark of the falcon on the armors. Okay, grind the roots to the powder. Now bring it back to Haristan. Easy enough. We've been able to manage to avoid the guards and stuff. Looks like they pretty much stick to the road. Now, I might want to watch the bushes and all as well. An attack isn't going to come down along the roads. We learned that in the Battle of the Bulge, didn't we? Alright, Haristan. Let's get you fixed up here.
You have returned, my friend.
You gently give Haristan the root powder, and he swallows it with some difficulty. After a moment, he takes a deep breath, and much of the color returns to his face. I feel much better already, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to find this antidote. But how did you know how to make this curative? I am fortunate you did. Yeah. Alrighty, earpieces. We currently have the Earring of the Dale and Talos. One here that gives vitality, one that gives agility, one that gives will. If we're going to have anything, it would be agility, wouldn't it? 76 agility. Wow. 288 critical rating, 576 physical mastery. Wow. Yep, let's go ahead and take that one. Once again, we will try and decide exactly what we're going to do. Provisions completed. 2 of 7 of our preparations. Indeed. Okay. Well, we are going to stop right here. I am going to not answer Haristan's question, but we will share a bowl of pipeweed with him. There we go. And next time we will continue along with the provisions of war and the Talons of the Falcon there to see how many more of these 7 missions that we can get out of the way in our preparations for attacking Tur Morva. So we will see you next time. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.